Hey there guys, just gonna do a quick video here on what you need to roof a house or re-roof a house or roof a new house. Um, got a roofing job this weekend, a side job, so me and the old lady are gonna go strip this weekend and then we'll lay out the shingles next weekend. So I'll try to get some footage while we're doing that. Hopefully, I don't have a lot of patience for moving the camera around when I'm trying to get something done, so try to get a few shots anyways. Maybe send the drone up for a quick minute and get a little footage that way. Now that it's nice out, well, not nice, it's Friday afternoon here and it is pouring ass rain, so hopefully we'll even get something done this weekend. But just got my stuff laid out here on the garage floor, just trying to go through everything. I hate forgetting anything or not having anything. It takes so much damn time to pull off and run down to the store, and it's just, I like this to get there and bust ass and go home. So give you guys a quick look at what we got going on here, and hopefully it helps someone out. All right, we'll get into it. All right guys, we're kind of tight in the garage here, so maybe I shall grab a stick so I can point at shit. I don't know how I'm gonna hold my phone, point at shit, and drink my coffee. Set that down for a minute. Alright, so we'll get started over here. I don't have the dump trailer with me right now. I gotta go pick it up from the job. So we'll just skip that one for now. Obviously, you have to have somewhere to put it. You don't necessarily have to have a dump trailer. You could have a small utility trailer. I've done it in the bed of a pickup before. You know, I guess you could sack it up and put it out. Put a couple bags out for the garbage man if you're just doing your own, maybe a small one or something. But anyways, you get the idea. So get started. You're going to need a way to get onto the roof, preferably an extension ladder. They're a lot more stable than a A-frame ladder. You can lean it up against the house, you can tie it off. So a small, I don't like the real long ones. I mean, if you sometimes you do need them, and we have them, but this is my ladder of choice. I believe this is like a 16 footer right there, Warner 16 footer. So it's light, it's perfect size, it fits in the bed of the truck nice. So moving on, you're gonna need a way to pick up the shit out of either your yard or the client's yard, especially a client's yard. A lot of people, which I don't blame them, get pickier than hell about nails in their lawn, and I would too. So you need a good magnet to pick up shit. This is the AJC magnetic sweeper, 30-inch rolling, made in the good old US of A. This one, you just pull this handle up and it releases all the whatever it's picked up off of it. The wheels are adjustable. This is more of a real high quality professional unit. But if you got the money, it's great. If you're just doing one or two, or you know, doing your own garage or something, then they make, you know, handheld ones at Lowe's and Home Depot and whatever, you get the point. So you need roofing shovels, some way to get the material, the old material, off the roof if you're doing a re-roof. There's several different models. You can see these have prices on them still. I just picked those up from the pawn shop yesterday. That's sometimes a good place to look if you got a decent pawn shop in town that's doesn't think their shit should be priced at retail. This was pretty close, but he come down I give them 50 bucks for both shovels, so that's 25 a piece. And I went to Lowe's last night and they're 39 bucks, so 39 and change. So they might have looked like they've done a small roof. That was it. Very little use. So you have that style. This is actually a Cobalt roofing shovel. These ones I've had for quite a while. I'm not even sure the brand, but you know, you go to your local lumber yard or Lowe's or Home Depot and you'll find a arrangement of different styles. You can use pitchforks and that kind of shit, but that little wedge here is what really gives you the leverage. So pitchforks and that kind of shit don't really offer you the leverage like a roofing shovel does. So you know, it's worth the 30-40 bucks or whatever, or buy a used one. Look on Craigslist. A lot of roofs, well, almost all roofs, we use a wheelbarrow, either running it up on the ridge to carry it to the side where the trailer is. This one, there's no way I could run that wheelbarrow up on it. It's steeper and shit, and so we'll just be running it or using it on the ground. So when you can't get your dump trailer to every side of the house, you obviously want to lay down a tarp. Just cheap tarps from Harbor Freight, and got a couple to lay on the ground. And even if you can reach that side, it's nice to you know, have something to put on the ground just to catch, you know, you'll have shit flying off. And the trailer's only 12 foot long, so you can stretch that out the rest of the length of the house to catch the little shit, and it's a lot easier to clean up. And then I have a bigger one. This is a 19 by 29. Just in case it rains, you want to have some way to cover that roof in a hurry. There's probably not any other way to piss someone off more than it raining and their roof's uncovered. So have a couple tarps on board so you can get that shit covered up and make that client feel comfortable with what you got going on. So next up, you need a broom to clean up. That's pretty self-explanatory. These are called roof jacks. Use them on steeper roofs. There's 3 holes here. You nail them up on the roof like so. Can't get it out there long enough. Then you put a board right in this region, 2x8, 2x6, whatever you want, and gives you some place to stand, some place to set your shit. Just really nice on steeper roofs. Pretty much anything, you know, 612 and lower, probably wouldn't bother with them, but this one's 8.5, so it's nice to have somewhere to stand and have some support under your feet and set some shit. So got a variety of them. And next up, you're gonna need a harness. Probably the most important thing. Do not get on the roof without one. You fall off and you will wish you had spent the $99 on one of these. This is just one from Lowe's. I picked it up last night for the wife. Nothing wrong with it. The harness looks like the same quality that we have at work. The ropes are going to be kind of different texture, and this is a bit more stiff rope. The ones that we have at work are a little softer, more pliable rope, but this is going to do just fine. It's got a shock absorbing lanyard, and I've seen you could pick these up on Amazon also for 99 bucks. It's got the auto stop little brake here, so you pull it up, pull the rope through it without pushing anything, and then you have to pull this brake back to let more slack out. So then you're going to need a place to anchor them. Don't be a dumbass and anchor it to your rig or something and someone jumps in it and drags you down the road. Use a roof anchor. They're cheap, they're easy. Find a truss. Don't screw them into just the plywood. You need to find a solid surface to screw them into. A lot of this is common sense, but seems like a lot of people don't have that anymore. So yeah, so then you would obviously put that on the ridge. Take the other end of your rope here, press the back in, which allows you to push that in, and then you're clipped in right there. Not gonna go anywhere. So definitely pick you up one of these. They're worth their weight in gold. It's gonna be a lot cheaper than a trip to the emergency room. And take care of your ropes. Don't just you know, pull on them if they're snagged, or you know, drag them through shit. Really take care of them, and those will last a long time. And always inspect your rope. If you're buying a used one, make sure you are making sure that rope is going to hold you. So next up, got a couple little buckets. I'm going to put all this shit in couple toolboxes, and then some buckets with lids. I don't got a job box yet. We got a van at work, but like I said, this is just a side job, so I gotta use my own shit. So that's what I got. So just a bucket with some utility knives. I love these Stanley ones. A lot of people don't like them because they're not a quick blade. You can't change the blade out quick. You have to actually get a screwdriver and take the screw out, and more of a manual thing. But I just find that they last longer and they're a lot sturdier, all metal. So got some extra straight blades in here, and then we got some hook blades. WD-40 for your roof and nail gun. Clean your tools up when you're done. This takes the tar off your tools really well. Got some Sawzall blades, pencils, and a crayon in there. These are just some roof and tar. If you have any shiners, you miss the shoot a nail a little low. Nice, I always tar them. And then on your ridge cap, you're going to have a couple exposed nails. And usually on the bottom piece and top piece of flashing, you'll have, or the top piece of flashing, you'll have an exposed nail. So you always want to have some tar to spot your exposed nails. I had all my flashing delivered to the job, but I threw in a couple more pieces just so I'm not short. Same with the staples. I had those delivered, but I have a couple boxes at home. I just figured I'd throw one in to make sure I have plenty. Empty bucket's nice for cleaning up. You don't have to push the wheelbarrow around the small stuff and cleaning up gutters. So have a bucket or two. You're obviously going to need a caulking gun for that tar. Couple hammer tackers for putting down your felt or your underlayment. Got a chalk line, string line, tape measure. You're going to need some way to cut your drip edge and your flashing, so an arrayment of tin snips. You're obviously going to need a hammer. You're going to have to pound in staples and nails. Got a nail bar. I got a lot of hand tools in the truck, so I just put a couple pairs of pliers, another nail bar, square, angle finder, T-bevel. Probably wouldn't need that, but I don't know, I just like having a little arrayment of things. You're going to want to take some nails. Either, I do have an air nailer here at home, but most likely you're just going to be, you might find a loose piece of sheeting, put a piece of nail, or put a few nails in it, don't just leave it. Got a few 3-inch torque screws. Sometimes nail don't want to suck something down, so nice to have a little bit of fasteners in case you need them. These are also the wife's. I picked these up last night. Nice to have knee pads and a good pair of gloves. I don't usually prefer to wear a tool belt, but I have a cheap little one at home that I'd take with just in case I'm wanting one. Got an extension cord splitter, an arrayment of air hoses, another extension cord. Excuse me. This is one of my roofing guns. This is the first one I bought. It is a little bit cheaper model. It's a Bostage, but it has worked flawlessly. I've done a lot of roofs with this gun, and it was pretty cheap. When I first started doing a little bit of stuff on my own, I actually traded a cheap old MIG welder at a pawn shop for this gun. So I know they're kind of in the well, I don't know. This is a Bostage Magnum or Magnesium. I don't even know. That's probably just what the case is made out of or something. But it has been a damn good gun. I have no complaints about that. I have another gun, and it's a Max Super Roofer. Really like the Max guns. We have 2 Max guns at work, and we really like those. I know a lot of guys like Hitachi. Never used them, so I can't say. But so you need a roofing gun if you're just going to be doing your shed or garage. I know a couple guys that have used the Harbor Freight guns. They might work and they might not, so I guess that's up to you to decide how much money you want to spend. This is another invaluable tool. If you're going to be doing a lot of roofs, you need a shingle cutter. They will save your life and a lot of time and a lot of headache. Just somewhat like a big paper cutter. This is also the same brand as that Magnet, a AJC. Blade's not really sharp, but this will cut shingles nice and straight, whether they are cold or hot. It's really not that bad cutting shingles when they're hot with a knife, but when they're cold, it can be a miserable bitch. So this is definitely worth its weight in gold. It's got an adjustable. You can pull this thing out. There's a little wing nut under there, and if you're cutting a lot of the same length, get the camera pointed the right way. You could pull this out or in and cut a bunch at the same. You can see all the various holes in here. You can move this guide to wherever you need it. It's all aluminum, so it's very light. Got holes to nail it to the roof. There is a, where the hell's it at? I think it's at the top. Another bracket up here that you can nail to the roof. And just like those roofing jacks, if you notice, these nail holes all have full slots on them. That's so you can set them on, you start shingling, and then you get up, you can set this where your nails are going to be covered. Nail this down, and then when you get ready, you can slide it up and over, and it'll pop these off, and then you just go about your way. So definitely recommend that if you're going to be doing a few roofs. Got the bit box here with all kinds of drill bits and tips in there. got my DeWalt cordless set, Sawzall, impact driver, drill, circular saw. Got the oscillating tool there. I'm gonna have to cut the siding up for step flashing on this one, so you need a few different ways and a few different tools to get all that siding cut out of there nice. And I think that'll do it. Besides all your roofing materials, maybe I'll do a quick little video when we get to the job on what kind of materials you'll need. So hopefully that helps someone out if they're looking to do a roof, or maybe thinking about getting into roofing and not quite sure what all tools they need. It is a tough job, but you can make some good money, and it's nice to get one stripped off that looks like shit and get the new put on and stand back and look what you've accomplished. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. It helped me out a lot if you hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see some more videos, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. I'll try to throw some links down below to some of this stuff. I probably won't get into all the small hand tools, but I'll link as much of it as I can in the description below. That will take you to Amazon, and it's an affiliate program. So if you order something off of that link, it helps me out in a small way, and really appreciate it. Well, till next time, guys, we'll catch you later. Take care.